Hi guys, today I'll be showing you how to install Ethernaut with VS Code support. And first of all, we'll copy the URL of the GitHub and then we are gonna open the terminal. These commands are for Linux, so you can copy my steps. For Windows and Mac OS, I have pasted these screenshots above. Do not change the settings instead of the architecture ones. Others are okay for you. Linux users can follow my way. Now we'll clone the repository from the HTTPS link that we copied and it will clone into Ethernaut then. We will now be going into the Ethernaut directory. You can see all these files here. Next we got to do is yarn install. It will install all the dependencies required for Ethernaut. And you can see the version, it's 16 and it should always be 16, otherwise it won't work. Then yarn network will turn on the blockchain now. You can see it's running on Anvil and these are the private keys. They have 10,000 ETH each. You need to copy them and go into your MetaMask account to do that. Setting it up is pretty easy. You can do it yourself. You just need to download that extension. And for network, you can copy my settings. Network name should be localhost. You have to create this network. I've already created that. And all of these you can see them for yourselves also in that chain above. Here the chain ID is there, and you can also see the listening, which means IP address. Now we are copying one of that keys. I personally do not recommend to copy first 1, 2, 3 keys. They may be used by the contracts to execute, so prefer using keys from the last ones. And this is how you import the account. I've already done some transactions from it. Don't worry about that. Now we are going to start new instance in this one, and we'll just go into the Ethernaut directory now. And first of all, we will be compiling those contracts. After compiling, they throw some errors. You've got to ignore those errors. And next is setting the constants.js active network equal to networks.local. So it's pretty simple also. I was using Nano, but it would be easy for everyone if I use VS Code. So there you need to go into client and source. From that you have to go into constants.js. Search for active network here, Control F, and I'll type active network and uncomment that networks.local line here. Yep, it's done. Now just save it and exit. Now we are going to deploy those contracts, and before deploying, this is only for Linux users, we will edit the hosts file. So sorry, let me start it with sudo and in that under the line IPv6 configurations, there will be a local host written like this. You will need to remove it in order for other programs to recognize the blockchain is working there. So after that you can Control O to save those lines and Control X to exit it. It is pretty easy. If you don't have it installed, you can install it through Nano, like sudo apt install Nano. Now we will deploy those contracts, and it may take some time deploying them. And now we will be starting Ethernaut. Now we will connect our MetaMask account. And yes, we are ready. But this is only for the first level and the second level. From the levels we will write contracts. We also need a code editor. So open VS Code and let's go into extensions. The two extensions you need are Solidity by Joan Blanco and Solidity Wake by Aki Blockchain. This is a very good extension. I liked it a lot. And here you can use that. I will be showing you how to use it in another tutorial on the one we will be deploying it. So here it will look like this to you, and we'll go to create a new local chain and go to the advanced method and connect to existing. Here we will type this address. You will also do that. This will connect to the local blockchain. And now for the sender account, you have to choose the account you chose that time when you started, like connecting it to your MetaMask. So I chose account 8. You can also verify it by the account ID. It will also be shown in MetaMask above. As you can see, they both are starting from the same letters. And I'll show you why I will be making a playlist for every level in Ethernaut. Make sure you subscribe and like the video. Now let's do the hello Ethernaut for you likes. It will help a lot. Give you a brief on how it works. So this is the console, and we'll generate a new instance first. and it will ask payment from a MetaMask account. Here we go. We have made a new instance now. And now I'll show you some commands you like. The first is player, it will return your address. The second is Ethernaut. I'm bad at typing. The third is contract.address. It will show you the address of the contract where you can send money. It's like your public address but for the contract. These are some basic commands. I will put a command palette in front of you in the form of image. It will help you a lot. Take a screenshot of this if you need it. If you see these promise pending things, then you should run all your commands with await, like I will be running in my Firefox. Chrome browser with the recent updates, you don't need await. Only these browsers like Firefox and older Chrome versions need it. You can read and go through this. These are good commands. They like give you a brief of everything. And now let's start solving it. So the first thing is await contract, and it will show you everything in the contract. You will usually have the source code for each level. This one you don't have because they want to make you like familiar with the console. This is an introductory level anyways. So you can see this is password and function calls are written everywhere, and you can call it through await contract. So let's do the way that this game wants us to do. It's info first, then it will be info 1, then info 2, and it will be follow-ups from then on. You will be entering parameters for info 2 also. Then it's info num. You will open that up, and that array you will open and you will see the number. This is how you read arrays in like JavaScript console. I mean, await contract.info42 will return a different number, method. And here you come with if you know the password, so it helps. So they'll show you how it helps when you open that contract fully. So you can see all the function calls. You can call them through contract.function name with the braces, and different functions are there, like authenticate function is there, and all these functions are called, and password is there. It is a public variable, I guess, or it may be a function, I don't know, but you can call it anyways. We'll now just authenticate it with the password we received, and after that we'll submit this instance. Just wait for the blocks to be mined. We got a receipt type, and now we can submit this instance too. Here we go. Yeah, we passed this level. Make sure you follow and subscribe and follow I'll be making a playlist here, and make sure you'll be up to date with me. Thank you.